If you or a loved one is dealing with insomnia, go get some insomnia cookies. It won't help with insomnia, but you won't be hungry and sleepy. Insomniacs After School premiered, animated by Linden Films, the people behind Tokyo Revengers, Koto Lives Alone, and one of my favorite anime with incredible OP, Call of the Night. Call of the Night in this anime actually shares some themes around sleep, so let's see if the romantic premiere was a splash or if it's trash. As we expect, we start with the Insomniac and what they do when they're trying to get some sleep. That must be incredibly frustrating trying to sleep, but you can't. On the flip side, those that can function with little sleep really extend their day, but always get 8 hours of sleep, folks. Why are there so many people up at 5 a.m? Let me know what time you get up in the comments. Our character here looks rough with those bags, but we transition to the story about why there's no astronomy club. A girl decided to jump off the observatory after getting rejected. Wow, that's an intense reaction. Turns out another boy liked her and says the girls are beckoning him to join her as the entire astronomy club meets the same fate, so they lock it up. Not the scary story, but the change in animation and being creepy, that's a pretty good story. Kani here gets corrected by Anamizu just before she outs Nakami for sleeping. That's fair, if someone was just sleeping, I'd probably do the same, but I feel bad. He's just trying to get some rest when he can. He really had the nerve to ask, why me? I had the same reaction at first. Boy, if you don't get up, then he shows he's actually done double the work by himself. Okay, King, talk your talk. Then a girl in a pumpkin head scares Nakami. Look at her once he takes off the pumpkin head. He really got checkmated. And they immediately talk shit once he leaves. This is why you can't trust people. They tell Nakami to go get some boxes, and as he goes, he meets his friend. We love a good friend. I was worried he wouldn't have a single one. He even tries to lighten the mood with a good joke. Nakami's worried that people might think he's a messed up kid, so he doesn't want to spend a lot of time in the nurse's office to deal with his insomnia. I think he's already doing that for himself by sleeping in the middle of the classroom, as I get the sense other people don't like him. Of course, he goes into observatory. I wouldn't go in there after that story. Just as he thinks he has a wonderful hanging out spot to sleep, look at what we find here. And so begins the romance. But look at him, why did he get so close? Back up, my guy. Of course she runs away, but he knows her from class. It's Isaki. It turns out the lock is busted and now they're trapped inside. Ah, a classic romance situation. But Nakami tries his best, scratches his brain for a solution to get it out, since he left his phone and can't call anybody. So then we get this pretty funny cliche moment where Isaki uses a light from her phone and you can see the soul leave from Nakami's body. She says she didn't want to tell anyone why she was here, but 10 seconds later tells Nakami. And of course, as we expect, she's also dealing with insomnia. But as she doesn't want people to worry, Isaki decides to keep it quiet. Nakami contacts his friend Ukigawa, but they have to wait for him to get there, so there's enough time to chat to get to know each other. It turned out that Isaki actually spread the rumor that we heard in the beginning about the astronomy class, just to have this place all to herself. That's pretty genius. Of course, we have the classic sleep on each other, and look at what I drew. That's how you know that was a good nap. I heard sleeping with somebody gets you to trust them, so this is just one part of their journey to trust each other. But finally, Ukigawa comes out to get them out, and Isaki does this weird high five, but it was a nice way to get the code onto his hand, sharing her space. That's adorable. Apparently, one of our people in Japan have some sleep disorder, which after 1 second of Google searching is actually true. That's an insane number. You're almost guaranteed to know at least one person with a certain type of sleep disorder. But our couple reunites to the nurse's office as they've both been injured. Huh. What are the chances? Then for no reason other than comedy, they have this cat eating. The nurse is mad that the cat just walked up and stole her food. Cats don't care about a thing. Isaki hits Nakami with the I need you as she invites him to their secret hiding spot. Ooh, spicy. She actually wanted him to help out with physical labor to help rearrange the space so it could accommodate both of them. Then they discuss what they do on those lonely, sleepless nights. She talks about creating a society, and we get to see a glimpse of that as they meet up after school. Isaki's in some nice overalls. They decide to have a chill time together during the night since there's nothing else to do. So they walk around and have a nice time. Nakami has a camera to have the excuse that they're in the photography club if the cop stops them. Meanwhile, Isaki is like, isn't that what creepers do? Ah, the duality of humans. As you learn that Isaki was hospitalized as a kid, here comes the cops on a bike. They really try to build a tension with their hearts thumping, but Isaki just falls asleep. Nothing like a stressful situation to knock you out. We learn Isaki doesn't want to bother anyone since she felt like such a burden as a kid due to being hospitalized, so it's understandable why she doesn't want to tell people. They really made this smoke way more beautiful than it would be in real life. Anime is undefeated. Then we get a cute moment of them taking pictures. That's very nice. And like clockwork, once they get tired, the sun comes up. Overall, I enjoyed the premiere and will be giving it a splash. If you want a low stakes romance anime, I think this show has it covered. The animation looks great, the characters are decent. Isaki is definitely carrying the show for me as of this moment, since she seems more out there and fun to be around. I look forward to continuing watching the romance grow as they lose sleep but gain love. But let me know what you all thought of the episode below. I hope you all enjoyed it as I did. Like if you liked the video, dislike if you didn't, and subscribe for more content. This anime Disrobed and Insomniacs After School premiere has officially been disrobed. Alright, I'm gonna go take a nap.